time, God existed and dwelled in unapproachable light in what we call the spirit world. This infinite God, driven by his perfect love, decided to create beings in his own image and likeness, beings that would become his children. And so God said,
"Let there be light."
Exploded into being. One day his children would inherit his creation. But until then, God would have angels who would serve as ministering spirits, sent out to render service for those who would become his children. Now the angels were created in the spirit world. They were complete in their intellect, power, and authority. The greatest of the angels were the principalities. Yet among these spirit beings was still one power greater, the cherubim. These mightiest of beings were always in the presence of God, and all the angels answered directly to them. The greatest and most perfect of all cherubim was Lucifer. 1/3 of all the angels in the universe answered directly to him. He was perfect in every way. Throughout the millennia, he and his angels faithfully worked, seeking to please God, until one day a subtle change occurred. Lucifer's pride was no longer in pleasing God, but in pleasing himself. In that moment, sin entered into Lucifer's heart. Now Lucifer had committed no crime or act that could be punished by destruction or imprisonment. But God, being perfect, could not allow sin to remain in his presence. Therefore, Lucifer, the anointed cherub who covered it, was expelled from the presence of God.
You dare cast me from your presence? Why? I have broken no laws.
But your heart is filled with sin, and I will not have you in my presence any longer.
If that is how you see it, then so be it. But know this, God. Your nature defines what is good. Therefore, I will become the opposite. From this day forward, I will be evil. You are love, so I will be hate. You give life, and from this moment on, I will bring death. Eternity is before us, and I will get my revenge.